speaking of chafing, my first Lakes of Fire, this was the only year that I went where it was still in June, and it was very chilly that year. You know, chilly. It was like maybe high 40s, 50s.
I mean, that's pretty fucking chilly for June.
For Michigan, it's not. But yes. But yeah, I was told to wear all the cute outfits that I never get to wear. So I had this corset with me, and I was wearing it. And it was very cold. And my corset was kind of like cheap from the internet.
Uh-huh.
And oh my goodness, the Nip-Nops were unhappy.
Oh, that's rough.
After a few hours of wearing that,
Exactly.
I was just like, oh no. Loose t-shirts for the rest of the event.
Oh, and they're right next to your arms and everything.
Anyway.
I feel your pain. I made the mistake in my youth of having my nipples pierced.
Oof.
And so
Now they're just out.
Yeah, they're never not poking out. I have to be very careful about
Yeah, I got a set of convertibles. Like, it's nice. They just tuck out of the way when they're not out and angry.
Concave.
What I wouldn't give for inverted nipples.
I mean, they've got to have a surgery for that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I could get them taken off. They're kind of extraneous.
Yeah, I've got like some nice 7.5-inch bolt cutters that'll take care of that in an instant.
Oof. I cannot recommend this method.
Look, Rex is pretty hardcore. You don't know.
I already shoved hollow needles through them. Hollow needles.
See?
Hollow needles through my nipples.
Hollow nipples through your needles.
Good episode. What a weird cold open.
Welcome to Accuracy Third. I'm Beth.
I'm D-Day.
I'm Rex.
Hi, guys.
I can concatenate things.
And I'm Beth. Today on Accuracy Third, we have our new friend, Steeltoe Sarah.
Just Steeltoe Sarah.
Steeltoe?
Steeltoe Sarah.
Not Steeltoed.
No.
She is not a sloth.
That's exactly where I was going.
I was just thinking about steel-toed boots. That's what I think of.
Well, she's got those too.
Yeah, and I think if you were to look, you will see that almost all boots refer to themselves simply as steel toe.
Okay, so might have implied sloth.
Our new composite toed friend, Steeltoe Sarah.
We interviewed Steeltoe Sarah over a couple of evenings, so pardon the repeats and bumps. That's all my fault. Enjoy.
Now, Beth, introduce yourself to Steeltoe Sarah.
Well, I was going to say that Steeltoe Sarah might be one of the more narrow ranges of burners. So you know how all these different types of people became burners? But, like, it is a small but very important percentage that are actual carnies. Mm-hmm. Like, and we need carnies. Otherwise, the whole thing won't go.
I don't know if Sarah counts as a carny. Do you consider yourself a carny? Do you self-identify as a carny? I don't want to speak for you.
I would not think of myself as a carny. I feel like I want to adopt the term circus freak, but one, I don't know if that's actually offensive, and two, I'm not that freaky.
Do you have to eat raw chickens in front of children?
No.
Not a freak.
Can you adjust? I'm picking nits because I don't think that Cirque counts as carny work because there's no hustle games.
Is that being a carny? I always just thought of carnies as people who set up the big tents.
Carnies work in carnivals.
Yeah, no, I get that.
Right. The Cirque isn't a carnival. I am a carny. You are too. You've gotten a cash payout from Burning Man for for your efforts.
Yeah, you have a concessions license, don't you? You give people baseballs and have them throw them at milk bottles.
Rex and I got a chance to go see Cirque in San Francisco. Thank you so much for tickets. And
Hell yeah.
we were talking a bit about how big the push is, the move between cities. And like,
It's a lot.
yeah. and it really strikes at 80% of the heart of Burning Man, which is recreational moving. Like, we all just move for a while and then move on back.
We prepare to move to Burning Man. We move to Burning Man. We move our stuff into Burning Man. We're at Burning Man for a little while before we start tucking stuff away because we know we have to move out soon.
Yeah.
So I know that your work schedule really constricts your ability to do big burn, but
Yeah.
if you were ever off for enough time to do a long stretch, would you ever consider doing DPW since you're
Absolutely.
like hyper qualified for it at this point?
Yeah, I actually, when I started at my current job, I started on a 6-month contract that was supposed to end basically just in time for a DPW season to start. And so I had applied and was excited to do it. And they offered me a job. I was very excited about it. But then my current job also offered me a full-time position at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I could keep making real money and benefits, or I could go and live in the desert and have a shit ton of fun and make no money and have no benefits and then be unemployed.
The benefit is clout and unemployment. But
Friendship.
that unemployment comes with some clout and friendship.
Friendship,
Yeah.
but so does keeping the job you currently had probably comes with friendship as well.
Unfortunately, not as much as I'd like, but you know, it's okay. Building my career, you know.
So the part of touring that makes sense to me is that you stay in cities long enough that you can actually like get to know the city a bit. And I was like, oh, well, and if you're touring with the same people, then you also have your family that you're taking with you wherever you go. If it happens to be that you have a family there.
Yeah, a lot of people, well, on my show in particular, a lot of the people are very young. So there's not that many families on tour with us, but it is totally a thing on other shows. And we do have a handful of families with us.
I think
I meant
Beth was
more like
gesturing more towards
chosen family.
like
these-
finding a family bond with the
yeah,
people
yeah,
you're
yeah.
working with.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I've personally been struggling a little bit to find my social footing, but it's okay. I'm figuring it out.
yeah. Totally.
My way of coping the last couple cities has been to take art classes.
Nice.
Like last city, I took a 6-week pottery course. That was a lot of fun.
Yay.
This city, I took a stained glass course. That was 4
Ooh,
weeks. Stained glass course. Words are hard. Yeah. That's been fun.
That's right. But so this has been 2 years. Has it been the same crew most of those 2 years?
Yeah. Well, I started in, almost exactly 2 years ago. Yeah, it's been mostly the same people, but there's been a lot of turnaround. There's, I guess, I feel like this is a Cirque podcast now, not a Burning Man podcast.
We talk about Burning Man a lot. We don't talk about Cirque almost at all.
And one of the themes in this podcast has been exploring the feeder cultures that create burners, and there is definitely a big fat Cirque Burning Man overlap.
Yeah.
Well, I actually found Burning Man way before I found Cirque. I actually found Cirque because I found Burning Man.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah, exactly. My first burn was Lakes of Fire. My second burn was Love Burn. And at Love Burn, one of the people that we camped with used to work for Cirque. And so I got to know him. And then COVID happened, and we actually ended up dating long distance during COVID and became very close. And I don't know if that's relevant to the story.
Love is always relevant. X is even more so.
We're still friends, but it was hard for a minute. But yeah, that was the first connection that I ever had to Cirque. I never had met anyone from Cirque before, and he wasn't working there at the time, obviously, because COVID. But
But had worked with them in the past.
yeah, and so
In
then
the technical side of things? Or the
yeah, he was a stage manager.
Gotcha.
3 theater techs and 1 Rex in the studio.
I've
Nice.
gotten paychecks for running sound.
4 theater techs in the studio, my man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Steeltoe Sarah has gotten paid much better than any of us for theater teching.
I don't know.
Oh, definitely more than me. I got paid by the city of Sacramento to run sound for Shakespeare in the Park. Don't think that was a big check.
20s of dollars.
For free Shakespeare.
The couple of years that I did nothing but teching and production management, I scraped $45,000.
Hey,
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Leak.
brag.
Yeah, in San Francisco, do you know how much money that leaves you for
Poverty
food?
brag.
No.
-12.
Yeah.
Yeah, my first job, I remember coming home because I was still living with my parents at the time. And I was like, I'm so excited I got the job. And my dad was like, oh, great. How much are they giving you? And I was like, $24,000. There's so many zeros. And my dad was like, oh, that's great. But, nonprofit.
Oh, they're always nonprofits.
Always not.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'm retrotting some of your guys' original interview.
Then maybe step back, Beth.
Whoa. No, please re-record everything. I feel like I was just like useless and
You did
boring.
great.
I didn't say anything interesting. Ask me
Sure you
questions. I'll be more interesting this time.
So how did you end up finding your way to Burning Man, to Lakes of Fire in particular?
Okay, yeah, we did totally talk about this. Way
This
too
is
much.
one of the questions.
Yeah, I think this is actually the one we probably got the most
Okay.
interesting details
So
on.
I will find out about that later, I suppose.
Good. Really didn't do your homework before this.
Was I
second
supposed to
interview.
listen to the recording? That
I don't manage you, Beth. You tell me what you were supposed to do before we sit down with Steeltoe Sarah for our second interview. What do? Nothing?
No, I'm trying to figure out a way to not quiz you on Cirque because I find it so fascinating.
We can talk about it a little bit. I just don't necessarily want to talk about like specifics about like
Yeah.
my title or
Wait.
necessarily the company name or the show.
The show
name.
or anything.
And who's your boss?
Yeah.
And what's their email?
What is your feeling about this particular act in your show? I was just so blown away by getting a chance to go backstage and see that tour of it. And being on the road seems so much like, so at Burning Man, we end up with a bunch of people who are transient in one way or another. And this is one of the most like productive ways to be transient, to be on tour.
Yeah.
For extended periods of time.
It beats riding boxcars and Spangin.
What?
Spangin?
Spare change.
I don't know what that means.
Spare change.
It's when you sit in a public place and you beg your life away.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, being on tours, there are a lot of great things about it. And honestly, when I first started, it really, like, the site reminded me a lot of Burning Man because there's all this infrastructure that's
Packed down.
so
into-
similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big traveling company. It's cool.
Yeah, when we were backstage, all I could think of looking at the structures is like, oh, could we do that on Playa? How would that hold up?
Yeah, you could.
Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what the specs are because I'm not on tent crew, but they're pretty beefy.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
great looking tents.
I loved how there's fences that have like warning labels on them all around on the inside. So this is like customer facing that are like, these are not meant for over like 75-mile-an-hour winds. And I was like, oh,
Oh, really? I
yeah,
don't
we should
remember
put
seeing
that up on everything at Burning Man. Like, this becomes dangerous at this level of wind.
Yeah, I guess I will say one thing about working in a tent is that, like, most of the time you go to work, you go home, and then, there's a thunderstorm or something, and you just are like, oh, now I can sleep well. But the other night, there was like a really bad windstorm.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I hope work is still there tomorrow. And I mean, like, the tent guys know what they're doing, so you don't actually have to worry, but I don't know. Windstorms just really stress me out. We used to get them a lot when I lived in Vegas, and I lived in a house, and it still really stressed me out, just the wind.
I didn't realize Vegas had big windstorms.
Yeah, they're not super frequent, but
It's the desert.
Yep.
It's the desert.
It'll take your roof off. Your roof isn't tied down properly.
Yeah,
If your roof is tied down properly, but the tree next door isn't tied down properly, then you got a tree in your roof.
it's true.
In a vague detail, how did you end up landing in Vegas?
I got a job there.
Okay, so you went for working there.
Yeah, I applied for a job in Vegas. I got a job in Vegas. I moved to Vegas, and then
you
I
have
was
our
like,
condolences.
well, there's a reason I'm not there anymore. But, while I was living there, I was like, well, if I'm living in Nevada, of course I'm going to fucking go to Big
Burning
Bird
Man.
finally.
Yeah,
So I did.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've already asked all these questions. I feel like
Do you want us to give you like 40 minutes? You can listen to it at like 2.5 speed. We'll just wait.
I don't mind re-answering questions.
I
Let Beth stay in the dark. I believe when you were leaving last time, you mentioned a couple stories that you remembered after we were done recording that you wanted to talk about when you came back.
I don't know about specifics, but I realized that I didn't talk about DPW at all. And I do DPW at Lakes of Fire
okay, cool.
and have since, not my first year. Yeah, so my first burn ever was Lakes of Fire, and I was just like, what is this thing? Go figure it out. Follow my friend around like a lost puppy because I didn't know what was going on. And then kind of figured out what the different departments are and stuff like that. And I was like, well, obviously DPW are my people because I'm a theater technician and a carpenter. Like, I don't really know what else.
What else am I supposed to
You
do?
put things up, you plug things in.
Your
Exactly.
wardrobe is already full of black.
Yeah.
Actually, it isn't really because I have to wear black at work. And so I rebel against it when I'm not at work. But yeah, so my second burn was Love Burn, and so I signed up to volunteer with DPW there, but I could only get like the one shift because, turns out when you go to the event, it's already set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, DPW tends to like to do things before.
For
then.
and
So that was like a sort of very brief, not very useful introduction. I don't remember what point I started doing DPW at Lakes, but probably done it 3 or 4 years now. So my first was 2019. And yeah, it's been great.
what do you do for DPW?
It's very easy. It's the event takes place on a campground that we rent for the event. It's around a lake. So basically what we do is return the campground to rentable space.
Right.
Move picnic tables back so
Back
there's
into
one on
place,
each
make
spot.
sure all
And
of the
yeah, it's not particularly intense work, but
but like your standard of intense work is fairly high.
yeah, we're getting geared up for teardown and it's going to be a very long week.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
How big is the DPW team at Lakes of Fire?
Maybe somewhere between 30 to 50. I'm not really sure.
And how many attendees of the event?
I think 2,500. That's totally a guess. I really don't know for sure.
That's perfectly fine. I find your guess is pretty accurate.
Okay. Yeah, I've done DPW teardown, I think 3 times, and setup. Maybe I've only done setup once because, you have to ask for a lot more time off to do that. And it's hard to get a whole week and a half approved to drive across the country and back.
It's such
Oh,
a
yeah.
bummer how
And
much time you
then-
need to do a second job just for fun.
Right?
So did you volunteer when you went to the Big Burn? Did you do DPW?
Unfortunately, no. I would have loved to. Well, the first year I went to Big Burn, I had to leave early. So I was there from like Friday to right after the man burned. And then the second year I went, I came late. So I got there like 4 hours after the listener appreciation party, which I'm really upset about, especially because it was literally right next door to my camp.
If we had known, we would have come back.
It's not true. If we had known, we would have
you
still
wouldn't.
been a drunk and asleep. I'm not sure what year it is, but I assume that's correct.
And then I think I left on like Tuesday that year.
Of strike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that sucked because we all got COVID. And so we were like tearing down with COVID.
Oh,
And it
Beth
was
knows
this
something about
big
that.
dust storm and it was just awful.
was that 22, 23,
That was 24.
24? Wow. Do you know it was great? I didn't get COVID in 24. Yeah, no COVID. We did get that giant dust storm.
I didn't get COVID in 22. Most of my campmates did, but I didn't. But
I got COVID in 22.
I did in 24.
I haven't gotten COVID in a while, but it's always good once or twice a year to call out with COVID for a week.
D-Day has a kid, which means that you're gonna get COVID.
Yeah, somebody's got COVID or the flu or a strep throat or an earache.
Or a broken
Yeah,
eardrum.
new video game just came out. We've all got COVID around here.
Does the DPW at Lakes of Fire have the same sort of DPW culture as at the Big Burn? Are they all punk rock kids being gruff at each other?
I haven't interacted with Big Burn DPW a whole lot, so I don't know for sure, but I'm going to say probably not.
Because of the Midwest.
I mean, it's also just like a smaller scale, a little more chill. I mean, there's no heat or anything like that.
It's not terrible to be there, just
It's nice to be around a lake.
Okay, let's just... Oh, no, I don't mean heat temperature. I mean, there's no like heavy equipment.
Oh.
It is not nice to be in Michigan in the summer.
No,
But
it's...
there is a lake.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, the environment is very nice. But as far as DPW, I mean, like, I love to be there to help with setup and teardown, but I camp with my other friends. Like, I don't camp in the ghetto. Mostly
So there's a
because-
ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're
There's
definitely
enough DPW people to be a thing.
they're doing the DPW thing.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like sleep a lot, so I like to camp with my theme camp and go hang out with them when I want to hang out with them, and then fuck off when I don't.
Yeah, it is really nice. As much as I love volunteering and living in the same place, it is nice to have two different sets of people to hang out with.
Yeah.
One of which you could leave at any time.
I'm also, believe it or not a huge partier. So,
No.
and I, obviously I go to burns. So like I'm very used to being around people on all sorts of substances, but I also like being able to decide when I'm done being around people on substances, and just go back to my van and close the door and go to sleep, or just hang out and be alone for a while.
Yeah. Oh man, sometimes I love how much it is for introverts in a way that it doesn't make any sense. Like it's this big giant party where a bunch of people are like, "Well, I'm going to go be by myself for a
gotta
while."
go.
Yeah. Love Burn was my second burn, and I wanted to like dip my toes in DPW, right? So I did the one shift, and it was like painting a sign that was going on a shuttle or something. It was not super interesting, but whatever.
It's fine work. Needs
Yeah,
doing.
It was fine. Somebody got to do it. But then a couple days later, I was like having this really amazing morning where I like woke up before anyone else because of my sleep schedule at the time, and I was just like watching the sunrise along the ocean. And
Love Burn is in Florida along the Keys. Is
yeah,
that right?
it's
In Miami.
In Miami,
In Miami.
In a park in Miami.
yeah,
By the Keys.
it's right along the ocean. It's beautiful. I have complicated feelings about it. We talked a bit about it before, but yeah, I was having this really great, relaxing morning, just like waking up with the sun and watching it over the ocean, and there were these few people sitting at a picnic table who had obviously been up all night, looked like DPW folk, and I went over and was talking to them and like, hey, I'm thinking about getting involved with DPW, whatever. I don't remember exactly how the conversation went or how I even started, because I'm very shy about talking to strangers, especially at my second burn. And the one woman that I talked to was like, "Oh, are you sure that you want to be TBW? Because you seem like a ranger."
More well-adjusted than that.
And I was
Mean
like,
is all
"Oh,
I'm saying.
oh!" I did not take it as an insult. I was intrigued, and I'm still intrigued, and I still don't know if I'm ranger material. I don't know
Do you
if I
like
have the
imposing your
confidence.
will on the populace?
That's not what they do.
Then you're a ranger. Good job.
Yeah, so I took that information and I was like, interesting, because, I feel strongly about de-escalation. And so at my next burn, which was Lakes of Fire 22? No, that wasn't my next burn. I don't know. There was another burn. At some point, I eventually was able to do
We aren't going to go back and fact check.
Eventually I did a ranger shift, and I don't really know if I'm a ranger or not, because I did a ranger shift, but nothing happened, which
The
is
best kind of ranger
is
shift.
great.
Yeah.
That's
But
actually
also-
the typical ranger shift.
Yeah.
But it's also not very good experience. So, like, am I a good ranger? I don't know, because I never had to ranger anything, I also did a couple of perimeters, which is technically rangers, but doesn't feel like rangering at all.
It is more intense in a certain way.
Yeah.
It's a very specific thing, and it's a thing you don't have to be a ranger to do.
Yeah.
I have a question for you. As you self-identify as shy, how are burns for folks who are, deal with shy?
Mostly I hang out with my people.
I'm shy and I do fine at burns.
Shut
Beth.
up, you're not
I
shy.
don't believe you. That was totally a lie.
Yeah.
As a shy person, I mostly hang out with the people that I already know. I think that's what I struggled with at my first burn. Because I was like, I don't know anyone here except for kind of two of the people that I'm camping with. And I don't even really know them. So I just kind of like followed them around the first couple nights. And then I figured out how to wander off on my own. But I don't talk to strangers a whole lot. So that's another reason why I was like, maybe rangering is a good idea.
Right? That's an interesting muscle to stretch.
It's a reason to lurk around the periphery.
Would you, if there are other folks that are shy that are thinking about going to Burning Man, would you have any... I find that a lot of our listeners who haven't been are often introverted, engineer-y folks that really belong there, but might be intimidated by how overwhelming the social aspect of it is.
And yet you're focusing on shyness. Steeltoe, Sarah, do you have any suggestions for any carpenters who might be interested in going to Burning Man?
I just mean, for folks who come in with some social shyness, any recommendations for how they might approach it?
I don't know. Going with an open mind. I mean, it's a weird environment, and that sometimes makes it easier for you to try on different hats and step out of your comfort zone. And maybe, even if it's really scary, approach a stranger. Even if it's just to be like, oh my gosh, that person is wearing the most amazing, ridiculous outfit, and I really love how outrageous it is. And maybe I'll tell them out loud. And then they'll say thanks, and that'll be the end of it. But at least it's a start. I don't know.
That's really lovely.
Shouting stuff at people, really good way to broach any number of interactions.
I don't even think you understand shy.
I'm also going to say, as a person who is relatively shy, at least in Black Rock City, I have found a lot of people who are thoughtful about giving the gift of invitation to people who are reticent to look for it. I've been gently coaxed out of my shell deliberately by strangers on a lot of occasions, and it's
For sure.
always lovely.
Yeah. There was a piece at Big Burn 24. It was like a big dream catcher kind of a thing. You guys see this? And then it had two chairs on either side, or it had one chair on either side. And I thought it was a really cool looking piece. So I went over and I sat down in one of the chairs for a while, and there was a guy at the one across from it. And then we just started talking, and I don't remember what we talked about now, but I know that it was a very vulnerable and intimate conversation. And, It was just two complete strangers in the middle of the desert with an art piece between them, getting to know their intimate details about one another and like the shit that we were going through. And then I never saw him again, obviously. But so the chairs that I had one of these as a kid. We called it the potty chair because it's one of those ones that you like flip open the lid and there's like a little pan inside, like the old style before toilets were a thing. And
Seems dangerous to put in your heart.
Yeah, a toilet.
Man.
no, so when I was a kid, we kept ours by the door, and that's where we kept the like dog leashes and stuff in the potty chair. So we'd like flip open the lid, grab the dog leash, whatever, before going outside. But this art piece, it was one of those, but it was full of just like random trinkets, or I think there were like seashells or like little. The thing that I grabbed out of it was one of those little like Polaroid fun pics things, but it was a picture of that chair in the desert. And I was like, well, now
Seems
I have this
appropriate.
memory.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I would still remember that if I hadn't grabbed that little picture. But yeah, connecting with random strangers in intimate, vulnerable conversations seems scary. But when you're alone but not alone in the desert with nothing else around except for a bunch of other weirdos, it's not as scary.
We have all opted in to doing a very weird thing.
Yeah.
That's quite difficult and uncomfortable.
We were just talking earlier today about how embarrassment is not something that you are safe from at Burning Man. That is...
Well, I am, because I don't get embarrassed, but I hear
Do you not get
That must be
embarrassed?
not
nice.
for decades.
Really?
Yeah.
That's something you have to question.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
not,
know.
What do
I'm
I
not
need
surprised.
embarrassment for? Oh, am I going to start
This-
feeling shame next?
This dude is the least comfortable naked man I've ever seen. Like, we go to Banya and we're all naked, and he cannot be naked comfortably.
It was that one time.
Okay, but not wanting to be naked is different from being embarrassed. Because I'm not comfortable in my own body, but that doesn't mean I'm embarrassed of it.
Thank you.
Fair. That is my projection of being...
Sometimes I feel disgusting when I'm with my ex-wife.
okay.
I can be balls out more in the house if you want to. I'm being considerate.
I see you in panties so frequently.
You're welcome.
Sorry to jump around, just out of curiosity. So you were living in Vegas for a while working at Cirque, and then you decided, like, I want out of Vegas. I want to get on tour?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a few things at once. I was dealing with some depression that may have been related to environmental factors. It might have been related to physical factors. It might have been related to the fact that I've found out that my ex was a real piece of shit who completely made up his entire backstory and wanted to just get out of there. Yeah, I was like, I need to get out of here. I didn't really enjoy living in Vegas. It was rough for, I mean, we're talking about trying to connect with people. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, meeting friends in Vegas is like impossible.
I bet.
So I also, like, I was looking for some movement in my career. Also, I felt very stagnant, like huge leap to get to the job that I was at. But then it was very...
And then they're like, we will keep you forever
Right.
in this role.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This show has been going for 18 years. How many do you want to stay in the same role?
Now and forever.
And then my partner left Vegas, and I was like, well, there's nothing left for me here. Maybe I want to travel some more. So I figured it would be nice to be paid to travel.
Yeah.
And mostly it has been.
I'm really glad to hear that.
Maybe someday we'll even go to a country I haven't been to before.
Aren't you decamping for Europe pretty soon?
No idea. You know, it's
But Europe's
right,
not a
you-
country, Rex.
they haven't solidified the things. Like, we have dates for the next two cities, and then after that, it's like, we'll probably go here.
If they let us.
You'll hear about it when you hear about it kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wild.
I mean, like, we we know, like, theoretically where we're going for the next year or two, but
Not the actual dates.
exactly, if we don't have solid dates and, like, confirmation from the people that we're renting the site from, then don't hold your breath, because it's all changed a bunch of times.
God,
Like I said,
damn.
we were supposed to go to Portland in a few months, and that got taken off the schedule. I was really bummed about it.
It is a bummer. Portland's great.
Yeah.
And again, don't answer if it's stuff you don't want to answer, but it seems like you'd have to have a fucking lawyer on each tour. Like, not maybe physically with you, but that is their focus, because of all the insurance and shit you need to do for every goddamn spot.
I mean, we have like an HR person who travels with us who deals with like immigration and
Right? Because
insurance. and-
everyone is from all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the HQ in Montreal has a swarm of lawyers.
You got us.
And an on-staff insurance dude.
I don't know. I've never been to IHQ.
They don't bring you in for the induction ceremony? I thought all new Cirque employees had to hang upside down from the trampoline and eat smoked meats.
I don't think you understand what trampolines are for.
You think of trapeze?
I might have been. I don't know. It's Cirque. You can do all sorts of things.
Here at HQ Désolé, anything can be anything.
We saw people running sideways on a cube.
This
oh,
is
yeah.
true.
Yeah, you
That does happen.
Oh, God, sorry. I work in theater, and we're so bad at spectacle. Like, low budget theater can be quite good at the sort of emotional, political, social dialogue side of things. Can be, often isn't. But like, we're really bad at spectacle in a way that Cirque is. I've always growing up, I'm like, oh, Cirque is like, this is the pinnacle of spectacle. Like, this is how, like, jaw-dropping and awesome spectacle can be.
really taking Blue Man Group to the next level.
But like, theater is just, oh my God, we had a hazer in our show and I felt like I was gonna die. Like our regular, like, this is undergrads, right? Doing a just terrible show. About a concentration camp, really lighthearted for this time. And
Because we did it 25 years ago.
yeah, totally. And they had a hazer, and every night I went home going, do I have COVID? My throat fucking hurts.
Those things are disgusting.
They're so, but you guys had a hazer, and I couldn't, whatever your haze
they
was.
didn't. They had dry ice or
No.
liquid CO2.
Yeah, we have CO2 tanks.
CO2.
But I mean, I don't know if the hazers run off of the CO2. The CO2 is definitely for the low fog.
Oh, yeah, it's really pretty.
Did you also have a hazer? I didn't even.
Yeah, we definitely have haze.
It doesn't look that way in the
going.
air otherwise. It's like you got the
yeah.
beams of light and it seems like you run it for a while before they open house.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
it just sort of just hangs out.
Yeah, and then you shut it off.
Yeah, as opposed
You
to
gotta
just
shut it
like
off.
breathing in fucking haze like it's a nightclub. Ugh.
Yeah, we do have a rule that you're not allowed, because a lot of
No huffing the hazer. Come on, guys.
some of the cues that we do are under the stage, which is a little less ventilated. So we have a rule that, like, if there's low fog on, get out from under the stage. Like, obviously they don't have it running
Yeah,
during
no
the parts of the
suffocating
show
under
where
the
we're
stage.
under there.
People are moving through there. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want anybody passing out under the stage. It's a lot harder to get you out. It's only a couple feet of clearance. Really be a pain in
Crawl
the ass.
someone who's passed out from under. That'd
I
be
mean, we always, every week we do a different rescue scenario just to practice.
That is,
And that is one of the ones that we have practiced.
Ankle lasso and pull.
that's amazing. I mean, amazing, except sort of horrifying and exhausting to just have that in your head all the time.
I mean, it's important though. I mean, it's not something I ever would have considered doing theater, but acrobatics are incredibly dangerous.
Right, theater
And
is
people
not
do get
dangerous.
hurt.
Yeah.
So we
yeah.
need to know how to respond quickly and efficiently. And so we practice. And
Every single performance that night could have killed somebody, including the clown shit.
sure, if you say so.
Well, clowns can kill at any time.
But yeah, that actually is another thing that is relevant to Burning Man is because of the rescue scenarios that we practice and everything. On tour, there's not very many of us, so all of us are on the team for emergency response. In Vegas, it was like, if you want to, you can be on this team, just because we had so many people, so we didn't need everyone to respond.
And it's like a bunch of additional training. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And so I was on that team, and we took a first responder training, which was like a week long. And so like I'm a certified emergency medical responder, which is kind of cool.
Nice.
And so like I've reached out to ESD for volunteering, and I haven't actually done it yet. Because they're like, oh, that's great that you have this thing, but you also have to do this other training really quick online. And I'm like, I don't have time to do that while I'm working and getting ready for burns, and it just hasn't happened yet. Maybe
sounds
someday.
like really helpful something for a ranger to know.
Yeah, totally. For sure.
Valuable portable skill.
I delivered a plastic baby.
Ooh. From a plastic womb.
Yes.
I feel like you're going to have to put more words to that.
Oh, just
For
the training.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not like in Cirque.
Oh, wow.
She's not a performer.
Not at a burn.
Practice delivery?
Yeah.
Wild. I mean, I guess you got a lot of people going through there.
I have eaten a plastic baby
At Burning Man.
at Burning Man.
Not just for Mardi Gras.
No, those are the ones that try and kill you.
Yeah.
This
But
king
the cake is delicious.
Is
King cake is
evil.
disgusting.
What? They're so good. Okay, to be fair, the one that I finally had last year after like 20 years of not having one wasn't nearly as good as I remembered it being as a child. But that memory was delicious.
Yeah,
I feel like king cake is meant to be eaten so slowly you don't choke on a baby.
it's a very stale cake.
It's a very small baby. It's like dangerously small. Like, why would you make it that little?
We have one right here.
Oh, we sure do.
Oh, that is a tiny baby.
I think that baby's been in my mouth.
Absolutely a choking hazard.
It's exactly the size of a baby made of plastic that you don't want when you're drunkenly horking down some cake during Mardi Gras.
So, Sarah, have you encountered any performance at a burn that really stuck with you?
The first time I ever saw someone spinning fire was at my first burn, and I thought that was very captivating. And so I did get some poi after that, and I am not good. But it's fine. Whatever.
What a universal experience
Right?
of having seen someone do fire dancing once at my first burn.
Yeah. I guess the other one that I would say is in 24, a handful of us went to Naga and saw the Black Rock Symphony, I believe.
Philharmonic.
Maybe.
Did it have an aerialist with a big hoop?
on the no, it wasn't a hoop. I think it was like a white silk hanging from a crane.
Yeah,
There was also a flaming tuba.
as there ought to be.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, not just at Burning Man. There should always be a flaming tuba.
If you're
every
going to have a
symphony.
tuba
Right.
and a timpani covered in mercury.
That sounds very moopy.
So you enjoyed that performance?
Yeah, it was good. And the sun was setting. It was beautiful. Yeah.
When you see shit out there, you ever like, boy, howdy, is that not safe? And I want to walk away from it. Like if you're seeing people do aerialist type things.
No, not really. There have been times where I've like seen some of welds on people's art that made me like not super comfortable, but
Not super confident they actually welded two pieces of metal together.
yeah. But you know, whatever. I haven't seen that many circusy performances out there though, so unfortunately. Like I learned about the Red Nose District from your guys' podcast, so I definitely want to look into them.
Yeah, I think our biggest circus collapsed. I don't know if you were a part of Star or are a part of Star. Let us know. We have no idea.
Wow, I forgot about Star.
They had, I'm pretty sure they're not there anymore. They had a really well-designed stage.
Yeah, I remember.
That was the part that I thought was really cool.
They're definitely not around anymore because their bleacher seating is now in front of first camp.
I've never heard of Star.
It was a circus.
It was a circus, and I personally had some issue. I looked into being their lighting designer, like their paid lighting designer, like come in and do this for Burning Man, which is a way that you can afford to fucking go. But at the same time, violated my own sense of like, do I want to be at Burning Man and feel like I'm at a job?
Right.
Which means
Turns out, yes, that is what you want.
I want to be at Burning Man and feel like I am at a responsibility that I can walk away from at any time, which is different than I feel about a job, personally. But I knew a bunch of folks that they hired to bring in, and I was really disappointed because they were folks that I thought would do really well at Burning Man, and all they did was work, and they didn't actually feel it. And I was like, then I don't know if you should be hiring people then. Like, in some way, you are Sherpa-ing your lighting people in if they aren't burners, if they aren't doing this for the love of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
and if they don't get to go to Burning Man.
If they don't get to go to Burning Man, exactly. I don't mind that sometimes people get paid money, so it makes it easier for them to come. What I do mind is people coming for a paycheck as opposed to coming to do the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why would you want to go to Burning Man if you don't get to go to Burning Man? I say as someone who went to Sleeping Man.
But that was your decision.
Yeah, sometimes you got to sleep.
I was just so tired.
It is a valid way to burn.
It was what my body needed.
Your time is going to be your time. Sometimes it's slightly unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we didn't ask you what your least favorite piece of art
Yeah.
was.
Let me think.
Tell us about some shit you saw once.
I don't know if I dislike anything enough for it to be memorable. Like, I've seen bad art, but nothing that was like so awful that I was like,
Once
I
there
remember
were these two
hating
wireframe adults, and they were angry at each other, and they had their backs to each other. And inside them were these two little glowing babies, and they were reaching out to each other for connection through their backs.
Sometimes it's good to dislike art, but
I think if I had seen that piece in person, I would have thought it was cool, but I have seen the meme of it so many times on the internet that
I hadn't
Yeah.
seen the meme of it yet because it only just existed for the first time. But oh my fucking god! It
Oh,
was
no,
so it's
I
like
have seen that
coming
so
out of the dust and seeing it glowing and huge and being like, oh, "What is this?" It's like, "Oh, you fucking Hallmark motherfucker!" Spent all that effort for something so trite.
You can't be all the way on the nose.
I mean, I still feel like that is subtle and nuanced compared to the hands with the rings.
Oh, the hands with the rings were great. The spite art,
This like,
best spite art 2024. This dude made an art about like his marriage falling apart, and it was together for never.
and it was two hands with wedding rings on them coming. I mean, they were big. It was complicated.
Oh, it was big art.
and difficult to
It
do.
was well executed spite art.
Well executed.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this. I can't decide if you guys are being genuine or not in your enjoyment or hatred of this piece.
Yes.
We enjoy hating the piece.
Okay.
Like art that I really dislike is just as profound as art that really sticks with me because I really like it.
Art is successful when it evokes a strong response.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might not get out to see a bunch of bad theater, but bad theater can be really cathartic. Sometimes it renews your faith in theater itself. You're like,
Oh, we can still do things profoundly bad. That's good.
Bad theater is so interesting because there are so many ways to fail.
God, just start with no one can act. Sorry, I work at a university. No one can act.
I remembered another piece of art that I liked.
Yay.
Yes.
Not that I didn't like, sorry.
No, that's okay. I'm sorry, I'm a bummer.
You're fine. The Black Rock City train station.
Yeah, that was neat.
That was pretty cool.
Really great.
Yeah. Just like,
fade in and out of the dust.
yeah, just like wandering out and then it just appears. just the train tracks just coming up out of the playa and then fading back into playa. And yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's such a cool feature, but I was there for hours and that train never came. I honestly, I think they just, like, if they're going to invest in that line, they really need to invest in that line.
Were you waiting for Godot?
No, I was waiting to go.
That was terrible.
I'm a Philistine.
I'm ready to call this done.
Yeah.
And that was Steeltoe Sarah.
Thank you, Steeltoe Sarah. And thank you for the incredible experience of getting my friends Beth and Rex out of the house for an evening.
It was nice.
I'm really trying to play off your vibe, Beth. The I want to get back to the couch vibe.
Oh, well, you know, sometimes you're a little bit drunk to be doing these at 10 o'clock at night.
I warned you like 2 weeks ago.
So, D-Day, what is the most... So, I think of Cirque as one end of a spectrum of spectacle when it comes to live performance art.
All right.
What is the highest spectacle performance art that you yourself have witnessed?
Okay. So, unfortunately, I don't remember the name of this troupe. But somewhere in between Stomp and Blue Man Group, there was this performance art games group that came through upstate New York a couple times. We had a New York State SUNY school in Binghamton, the biggest small city near me. And they had a pretty good arts program, and among other programs, I'm sure, I think they're a decent nursing school, something like that, something technical. But they would have really good art come through. It's where I saw Chuck Mangione.
You saw Chuck Mangione?
Yeah, man, I've seen a lot of jazz and jazz-adjacent musicians. But I saw this group, and I can't remember their fucking name for the life of me, but, like, they performed all over the world. They did Blue Man Group type stuff while not feeling the try-hard need to paint themselves all blue. I wonder if the internet knows their name.
Performers with pores.
Performers?
Performers?
Was it the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo?
Something very much like that, yes. Maybe Czar was in their name or something like that. Blue Man Group type acts. We've got Blue Man Group. We've got what type of act is Blue Man Group. We have Blue Man Group type acts list.
I saw...
The internet has gotten so bad, you guys.
It really has.
You have to append Reddit to your query.
Oh, God. So bleak.
Because Reddit search sucks.
Yeah, no, it does.
Why does everyone hate the Blue Man Group show? We're Blue Man Group AMA.
I saw
Just curious, does anyone consider Blue Man Group post-rock? What did you see?
the Mystic Knights of the Oingo Boingo on the Gong Show. Like, I had known for years that was the first incarnation of Oingo Boingo. I did not know that they were like a weird performance art collective band with like a dragon puppet and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen Guar.
Guar's pretty
I've
high
seen
spectacle.
I've seen Roger Waters, but I haven't seen him doing the wall where they build the wall in front of the band, which is a really cool thing that is done, but I didn't see it.
This is just like your current reminder to go see live art. It's weird and it's awkward and it's gorgeous. And it feels weird to be putting this on a Cirque show. Like anyone needs to be reminded to go see Cirque, but like go support your local Cirque.
Don't go see Shenyun, no matter how much you're reminded.
Yeah, they're a cult.
Shit.
Dancing pretty is pretty, but Shenyun is a cult.
Yeah, like, hey guys,
They're the celestial seasonings of dance.
do you want to hear our opinions about Shenyun? You can let us
Follow our other podcast, Shenyun Follies.
No.
On Spotify. Like and subscribe. Join us on Patreon.
Man, now the
Thank you,
Falun Gong are
Steeltoe.
going to come after us.
That's fine.
Going to come and do Tai Chi at
It
us.
can only raise our cachet. We're like mezzanine levels of cachet.
I got to say, outside of a Sir performance, I think Gwar might be the most performance.
The most.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they performance pretty hard at you.
The most spectacly performance.
I mean, you guys just don't know actual opera because
I haven't been to actual opera. I'm aware
I've
that
been to
there's
actual
this art
opera.
form called opera.
Yeah, if I wanted
no, I wasn't
to.
saying you didn't know it.
I know that opera is like the real opera perverts will do the ring cycle, which takes like a week, which is like you might as well get into cricket if you're going to do something that like extra.
The ring cycle is the cricket of opera. I always thought so.
The music in today's episode is by, I don't know, I'll figure it out in a minute. I'm sure it's no one or someone obvious.
Check the show notes.
If you would like to get your music on our show with questionable credit, reach out to us at accuracythird@gmail.com. That's accuracythird all spelled out. There's no big number 3 in the middle of our email address.
We have a party on Playa.
We have a party.
We
do
have
a party.
a party on Playa with some art car folks.
The axolotl
Yeah.
The axolotl.
and more.
Out. Yeah.
You could also bring your art car, potentially. If you have shade, that'd be great.
Douche. By all means, bring your art car to our art party.
He's so cute with his art car community thing right now. It's like,
I'm going to say like a fifth of what we talked about at Unscrews was what has happened with the art car or plans for the art car.
yeah. It hasn't caught on fire for months.
It's probably a good idea to rewire that whole thing.
Sure. He's been like
Unemployed.
he's been unemployed and welding.
He's been fungineering.
There's so much welding going on. The welding I trust more than the wiring currently.
I mean, he doesn't have to do any structural welds. Just tacking metal shit together is fine. Why don't we have a tack welder? It's like a stapler for metal. Why don't they make metal staplers?
It's called a tack welder.
What's going on with this art car?
So you're going to find us and at least the Unaahi art car, maybe more art cars. Reach out if you want to join our little art car party. Find us Wednesday of event week, 2 p.m. We're going to be along the 7:30 radial, like halfway between Esplanade and Man, out in the open playa.
That is what we agreed on.
That is what we agreed on. This is going to
Bring
be
shade.
You know,
we won't have shade.
we're going to figure
There
out some
very
kind of
well
shade.
may be our flag out there.
Ooh.
It could just be an art car, like an oasis in the desert.
Like when the first parties that we threw were just D-Day and I pointed it in different directions and talked loudly enough that people who are listeners could find their way.
Yeah. If you get there after Beth and I are there, we'll be shouting. And Dinner Playa isn't that big.
It's not. You know, we gave you solid directions. Find that 7:30 radial. Point yourself towards the Man, or
It's a real
or the
quest.
fucking street, and like
And
we'll be
Burning
on
Man's
it
flat. Like
somewhere
you'll be able to see us.
with an art car.
Or several, hopefully.
We'll probably put out a little something closer to the event with real specific
Like maybe
stuff and some
pictures of the
photos
art cars.
attached. Yeah,
Smart.
Do you want to make it easy?
Join our newsletter. Email us at accuracythird@gmail.com and we'll put you on a mailing list or two.
Come for the white wine spritzers. Stay because you've had too many white wine spritzers.
All right, I think that I've got my ins and outs. D-Day? Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Come be on our podcast.
That's implied.
Oh, Accuracy Third is produced by Accuracy Third. We didn't do that part of it. Put that part in it.
We don't need to do that
But
every
we are.
time. It's not mandatory.
No, but it's good.
So we're right on the Esplanade, and last year we had a couple of people who were just like doing some dancey in front of the fire, and one of my campmates grabs her partner and throws him in a chair and starts like lap dancing for him. It's very sexy. We're all watching. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's cheering. She gets a little closer, lifts up her skirt, and then we went to the event that we now refer to lovingly as eating Asplanade. Which was very interesting to witness. Yeah, it was very funny. But also, side note for that, Burning Man has been an interesting look into my own brain, because when that happened, I was like, this is my friend. I love my friend. She's putting on a display. She obviously knows everyone is watching. She's enjoying it. We're all consenting here. And then when things got a little more intimate, I looked away and I was uncomfortable. And I was like, why did that make me uncomfortable? Like, I am not a prude.
Right.
I know you guys might think I am because I don't drink or do drugs and I'm boring. But
straight edge isn't prude.
But I am very much for like sexual liberation. And I was like very confused about the fact that I was like, felt like I should look away from my friend expressing herself in this way and engaging in this intimate act. And that's a thing that I've sort of been wrestling with. Like, why is that a thing in my brain? Why does that make me uncomfortable? Like, of course, I was raised in the United States, which is very Puritan and all of that. But yeah, it's a thing that I've been trying to explore a little bit. And why does that make me uncomfortable? And how do I become more comfortable? Because people love watching porn. It's not for me. And that's okay. But is that weird that I don't like it? Like, I don't know.
It's different
I would rather
between
just
watching
be
porn and
having
being in like a sex party situation where people are like openly having sex and sexual contact in front of you.
Yeah, maybe I just need to go to Orgy-Dome and just like get it over with.
I mean, as long as you're in the Bay Area, there's a couple sex parties I can recommend.
Well, I'm also in a monogamous relationship, so I probably shouldn't do that
You
without my
can go
partner,
and hang out and
Oh, yeah,
like
fair
have
enough.
drinks. God, there's so much talking to people at sex parties. Jesus
Shut up!
Christ.
I just want to fuck.
Yeah, and not necessarily them,
Or have snacks.
but like I don't need to be making small talk there or anywhere else.
Fair enough.
The thing about sex positivity is that it's just as okay that you're squicked out by something as it is that somebody is like absolutely enjoying something that squicks you out.
I don't know this phrase "squeaking out," but I feel like it's too strong of a phrase. I'm not disgusted by
being
someone's
made
ass being
uncomfortable.
eated. I just
You were
feel like I'm not invited. You know, that's for them. But like, obviously, it was a performance, so like I was invited.
Right.
But it's also a thing that I've been working on in my personal and burner life.
It's
is
also a
just,
friend
like,
of yours. It might be
feeling-
different if two other people at camp were doing that.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing in my camp? Get out of here! You can't just fuck on the frontage of our camp. Get."
Yeah, we'll go when we're done.
But yeah, no, I think that's something that Burning Man has helped me start exploring. I'm not there yet, but like just being comfortable in the space that I take up in the world, especially growing up, being raised female in this society, I have been taught to take up as little space as possible. And I have been trying to unlearn that my whole life. And yeah, it's a journey. We'll see how far I get by the time I go from this realm, but working on it.
Burning Man is really a great place to safely explore those edge cases where you're not necessarily comfortable, but would prefer to be. I mean, is that what is you'd prefer not to have that response?
I mean, I'm not looking to like have my ass eaten on Asplanade.
Sure.
But I feel like who I feel like I am, very sex positive, doesn't align with the way that I reacted in that moment. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like you said you're not into porn. It is perfectly sex positive to have a uncomfortable reaction to a sexual expression, as long as that doesn't move into yucking somebody else's yum.
Oh, it was not a yucking their yum at all. In fact, I was quite happy for them. But there was that like instinctual response.
Right. Well, you can wander in and out of eating ass camp this year and like just inure yourself to public displays of chomping down.
I could. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make it this year. But
Oh, they'll be back. I wouldn't worry. It might be under a different name, but they'll be there.
eating ass camp, is that a real camp?
I have almost certainly.
They
No,
might
but-
not be called that, but it is
there
many
is
camps.
Slut Garden. Mm-hmm. And they do have that Sex Olympics.
Oh, that sounds fun. So out of the loop. I only go into play. I miss out on all of the fun.
Well, it's an entire city's worth of fun. How
I
could you
know.
possibly see all of it?
I don't know. I gotta actually go to Burning Man, not just sleep in my van.
Well, there's always next year. The next year that you go.
Yeah,
There'll be more.
there better be. Yeah.
Or we'll just stop doing it altogether.
Well, you know,
In which case, we'll keep doing it in a different way somewhere else.
yeah, for sure. There will always be another regional.
Yeah, we'll all migrate to Wasteland Weekend. And
Maybe.
we'll ruin that for them. Burners ruin Wasteland.